Welcome to the Bayou Country Music Association show, brought to you in part by our sponsors and partners, Southern Sound Outfitters. And today I'm joined by a very special guest, Texas country singer-songwriter, Mr. Kyle Park.
What's up? How you doing, man?
Oh, we're doing fine, man, on this big Monday. Kyle's with us today to talk a little bit about his latest project that just released Friday. His album, and it's out. If you haven't got it yet, you definitely want to go pick it up. So Kyle, tell us a little bit about the meaning and the songs in it. Obviously, the title of it is "Don't Forget Where You Came From." So what was the story behind this album?
Well, I think the title might say it all. Is that, the last record I made, it was a pretty rock-based record. It was musically driven, not lyrically driven. And this record is the exact opposite of that. Country music has always been about the lyrics, and this record is the most personal record I've ever made. Don't Forget Where You Come From. That's pretty much about me growing up, and I lost my dad when I was 12 years old, and he was a plumber. My grandpa was a plumber, and there was a good chance I was going to be a plumber too if I wouldn't have found the guitar and chased my dream. And when I sing that song, it just speaks to me about me growing up and my dad. And the rest of those songs, like, Rio, about a horse named Rio, I wrote that on the back of a horse named Rio when I was in Colorado elk hunting for the first time. And that's a true story right there as far as just letting go of the reins of the horse and letting the horse take you where it goes. And it's a lot like letting go of the reins of life and letting life take you where it wants to go and just following the current of life and not getting so worked up and follow your heart. And I've got stories like that for every single song on this record, man. I really do. The last record I couldn't have told you much, but this one's just about as personal as it can get.
I think it shows too, man. I've obviously listened to almost every song on repeat, since it came out Friday, and I really love each song that tells a story. I'm a big lyric nerd, and I love to listen to the words of a song, And it's funny you mentioned Rio, because that's one of my personal favorites off the record. Just listening to it, man, and
nice, thank you.
I kind of had the same analogy of just letting the reins go and letting life sometimes, let the good Lord take you where He wants you to go. So
that's right.
I love that song, and of course we have our top 30 playlist here, and What the Heaven's been on it, and then now Ain't Nobody Hotter's been on it, and it's got kind of that Louisiana flair with the fiddle playing and all that. So it's been doing really well on our countdown. So what would you say?
Awesome.
What would you say is your favorite song to perform and play out there on the road? I know you're touring all the time, all over Texas right now, and to play live.
Yeah, I like playing Rednecks and Paychecks. It's just a fun song. That is about my family. That idea came from just, I've got my uncle who's got a 40-foot barbecue pit, and my other uncle who's got 3 bass boats, and the other one's got, a couple fifth wheels. It's like, I want to write a song about them in a funny way. But, I think my favorite song has to be Don't Forget Where You Come From. Again, it's what it means to me, and I get to tell a story about my dad. Growing up, when I started playing music when I was 15. I started touring when I was 20. I'm 32 now, and I've played over 100 shows a year for the past 12 years. And for the longest time, I didn't want to talk about my dad, not because I wasn't proud of him. It's kind of the opposite. I was so proud of him, I didn't want people to think that I was looking for a handout or using that as a crutch or whatever you want to call it. Nowadays, I think that the world has changed in the music industry, and people want to hear about your personal, relationships with your songs and with your family, with God. And I just think it's important to just share more these days. And now that I'm older, I'm more comfortable sharing, and it means a lot. It makes my heart feel good to share nowadays.
It truly is, man. I think music as a whole, and especially country music, is built on telling those stories of your life and what you've lived through, and connecting with fans that can relate and feel your music. And you definitely have captured that on this on this album, and everything that you've saying is the total truth, man, of bringing music to where it really, its roots of telling a story and lyrically and getting that emotion. So it definitely shows in this album, man.
Well, thank you very much.
So I want to jump to this. Having a chance to talk with you, I'm a Dale Brisby fan. Okay, I keep up with Dale and the boys, and when I seen Leroy come out with this single, "If I Don't Call," and obviously on the YouTube, if you follow Dale Brisby and Leroy Gibbons and all those guys, he has a single that we actually put out on our on deck playlist and made it to the top 30. "If I Don't Call," and I watched the video of you helping. You kind of helped produce that, right?
I did produce it, yeah, man. I mean, being a producer doesn't mean that you've got anything fancy going on, except you put the right people together for the right song.
Yeah.
And when I heard that song, it reminded me of one of my heroes, Chris LeDoux, the lyrics of that song.
Definitely.
And he had an idea to, he think, I want to do it kind of acoustic-y. And I go, dude, this is a rockin', up-tempo, in-your-face rodeo song.
Yeah.
And I think Chris LeDoux would record this damn song, so why don't we make it something like that? And that was his first time to be in the studio, and that was, Leroy is the fourth artist, not including myself, that I've gotten an opportunity to produce. And I love producing music. I produced my last 4 records. I produced Make or Break Me, Begging for More, Blue Roof Sessions, and this new album, Don't Forget Where You Come From. I've also produced a young guy named Brett Hendricks out of Waco, Texas. I produced a song for Kimberly Dunn, my good friend. We wrote a song together, a Western Swing Christmas song. And Leroy, I was talking to Dale, and he said, man, you don't need good recording studios in the DFW area, Dallas-Fort Worth. And I said, no, but if you need a producer, let me know. And Dale said, yeah, I mean, actually, we don't know what we're doing, so just give me a call.
Yeah.
And he said, well, do you like the song?
You should.
That's the key for me, too. It's like, I didn't want to produce some song that wasn't any good. And, man,
well,
what a great song
yeah.
that is. So,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
it's such a great song. I was excited to do it.
I really like those guys that they make you laugh with their videos and their sayings and stuff. But when I listened to it, I was like, man, this is just a really good, like you said, a Chris LeDoux type country rodeo in your face song. And it was, at first I'm thinking it's going to be some kind of a joke thing, but it really isn't. It's a great song. And like you said, you produced and produced for a lot of different people and produced all of your stuff. So, I mean, do you enjoy producing? As yourself producing music more in that sense, or do you enjoy more of the touring and entertaining?
I mean, it really is a different monster. I love producing because I love the idea of taking a song at its rawest form and point and making it come to life. I mean, just all I heard by Leroy was just him and the guitar, and it come up. And I didn't come up with every single lick, but I heard the song in my head a certain way before it was even done. And that's the same way with my songs and other songs. But at the same time, touring live, there is nothing more gratifying than being a songwriter and watching people sing your songs in the crowd. I mean, there's nothing better than that. Because, it's like, if you write an article and people can recite what you wrote in the article, that's the same. You have to hear a song more than once. I'd argue more than 5 or 10 times to really know the words of the song.
It's
so
true.
If I see that many people singing along, that just means they put the time in like I put my time in, and it's rewarding. It's so rewarding.
I can definitely understand. I can't say I can relate, but I can understand it. And I always ask the musicians, artists that come on the show that the feeling that has to be of you get up on stage and have hundreds, maybe thousands of people singing your songs back to you. That's got to be on another level.
If you can tell by talking to me, I'm a pretty up-tempo, energetic person anyway, so I love the energy of playing live. I love sharing the stage with my friends, and I do like traveling. I mean, the one thing about touring is that, the traveling gets tiresome. I don't mean, like, I don't want to do it. It just, whereas you're out, you're gone. I mean, I was gone for 5 days this week, and I'm happy to be home for a couple of days. Just see my girlfriend and relax and sober up. It's just good to be home.
I can totally.
But, again, in the future, in the 20 years from now, I would love to be touring about half as much as I do and producing about 10 times as much as I did. That's the goal.
Definitely.
Be great.
And I see that as a goal that easily can be achieved, man, because you definitely have what it takes to produce and definitely already have it for the touring, man. I mean, you got a huge fan base out of Texas and even all over the country. I mean, you've done toured and played music in, 4 countries already?
Yeah, we played France, Switzerland, Germany. I forget where else in Europe. I know I played in Mexico a bunch. I played in Canada. I played in Alaska is the U.S., but it feels like a different country. I've been there, so we've been all across the world, man.
That's
spreading
awesome.
the word.
That's awesome, man. And I mean, obviously with this album, don't forget where you came from. There's nothing like playing down in Texas. I can imagine that's a state that is just blessed when it comes to country music and country, artists, and has music going on. It's like it's all a whole nother little genre of country music down there, man. It's just...
It is. It's a different world, and the cool thing about Texas country music is that they've got great country music fans in Texas too. I mean, all across the South we've got great music fans, but just something about Texas. In fact, you can play 3 nights a week in a different town every weekend and still have a crowd come out. It's pretty special. Yeah,
it definitely is. And we know you're trying to enjoy your day off, man. You got some busy days coming up, and promoting the album. But we're gonna play the song that's currently on our top 30, "Ain't Nobody Hotter." So, like I mentioned before, it's got that kind of fiddle, almost Cajun type sound. And could you tell us a little bit of a story? We don't want to get too deep into it. A little bit about the writing and the producing of that record.
Yeah, it's a fun song. And it's funny you mentioned that Cajun fiddle sound. I grew up listening to, Mark Chestnut and Sammy Kershaw and Doug Saul and those guys, and I didn't call it Cajun then, but now I look at it, I just think it was just, good old country fiddle.
Yeah,
it really is. It does have that Cajun sound, and that goes to show again where I came from as a music lover. I mean, I do love the Cajun sound. I do love the fiddles, and unfortunately, these days, country music doesn't have as much fiddle as it used to. And this record right here has a fiddle and steel on every single song.
That's awesome.
That on purpose. And I guess the cool thing about this song, too, the new video is going to come out here in a couple of weeks. And I've got my girlfriend playing the lead actress in the video.
Wow.
And that was her first video to be in. It was like my 10th to make. And it was special to have her there and do it together. You can definitely see real chemistry on the video. So it's fun. It was fun to make.
That's awesome, man. We will definitely keep up with your website and your social medias. I know you're busy, but you do stay active on your social medias and your Twitters and all that. And so we look forward to seeing that video. I know it's an upbeat song, great song, so the video's bound to be good. So
it'll be fun.
Without further ado, we're gonna let Kyle just introduce this song before he leaves, and if he has any last shout outs or anything like that.
Well, yeah, on the new album called Don't Forget Where You Come From, this song is called Ain't Nobody Hotter, and I really hope to see you guys in Lafayette soon or wherever in Louisiana. Come out and see you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Kyle, for stopping by, man. We're going to go ahead and play on this record.
Oh, I can see your neon eyes cutting through the barroom smoke. Stop me in my tracks like a stick in the spokes. I see you working that smile from across the room. Oh, my heart's burning just to learn about you. Like a full moonshine on Saturday night, you're lighting me up, you're blowing my mind. Like a fireworks stand on the 4th of July. There ain't nobody hotter, there ain't nobody hotter. I need something cold as ice just to cool me down, and a hook on a line that I can throw out. I'm gonna make my move, but I don't know what to say. Another look from you and I'm blown away. Like the red sun up against a clear blue sky, you're lighting me up, you're blowing my mind. Like the fireworks stand on the 4th of July. There ain't nobody hotter, there ain't nobody hotter. Yeah, there ain't nobody hotter, there ain't nobody hotter. Hey! To dance, yeah, I oughta. Oh, I can't believe that nobody brought ya, 'cause I knew it from the moment I saw ya. There ain't nobody hotter. Oh, like a full of moonshine on Saturday night, you're lighting me up, you're blowing my mind. Like a fireworks stand on the 4th of July. There ain't nobody hotter. Like the red sun up against a the clear blue sky. You're lighting me up, you're blowing my mind like a fireworks stand on the 4th of July. There ain't nobody hotter, there ain't nobody hotter, yeah, there ain't nobody hotter, there ain't nobody hotter.
And there it is, folks. Ain't Nobody Hotter by Kyle Park. Make sure that you guys go pick up his new album. Don't forget where you came from. We really appreciate him stopping by and talking with us. We also appreciate all of our sponsors. Southern Sound Outfitters. Go check them out. Their website, they have some great apparel. They also support some great local artists out in the Texas music scene. Also, going along the lines of apparel, none other than Swamp Assassin, a Louisiana business that founder Corey Adams created for all you outdoorsmen. Great group of guys that run that, and check them out, get some gear from them. Also, it's hot, summertime, need an ice chest, don't feel like breaking the bank. Check out Swamp Gear Roto-Molded Ice Chest at swampshop.com. They have very, very durable ice chests. Swampshop.com. Check them out. Fully stocked. They do custom engravings. Check them out. Also would like to give a shout out to the trifecta of Cowboys, Nightclub, Arena, and Western Store out of Scott, Louisiana. The Western Store features all your Western apparel and all of your Western needs. The Arena offers plenty of rodeo shows and events. And, of course, the Nightclub has live music that comes in every weekend. And we tend to post all of those updates on their schedule and their lineup on our social medias. And we just want to thank everyone, really, every one of the listeners, and thank Kyle. And we'll be sure and post Kyle's links to his website and his social media. You guys keep up with Kyle and check out his new record. And his single Ain't Nobody Hotter, which is on our Spotify Top 30.